Here's my buddy Jake, my little dog. I've decided to write a book about pets. Um, he's up in my face now. I don't like having multiple pets, just because it's hard to keep track of them. Um, if you have 3 dogs and you find a big turd in the house, you know one of them left it, but you don't know which one, so you don't know who to blame. That's Okay, that's just a simplified explanation of why I don't like having multiple pets. Um, we had 3 dogs. If it was a huge, monster-sized turd bigger than my head, we know it came from Sadie. If it was a bunch of turds in a row, it could have been Jake, or it could have been Duke. Duke was a little bit bigger than Jake, but he had this poop walk thing where he would just turds would be all over the place. But Jake does that too. They're just a lot smaller turds, and he tends to wipe his butt. So, but bottom line, I don't like having multiple pets. I have this. I don't know if I ever told the story on here about when we had a lot of cats. We had about 1,000,003,000 cats, kittens, not full-grown cats. We only had 3 full-grown cats, but they were all pregnant. They all had a litter at once, and we locked the. Because we don't want the cats to be underfoot all the time, little kittens to be inside our shoes and everything. We put them in this pen in the kitchen. It was a German Shepherd dog pen, so it was not a small pen. But they stayed together in there, and they would nurse and meow meow. Well, one day we had not. Well, they must have been close to a month old because they wanted water. We hadn't given them water before we left. When we got home from work. We got the water dish in the kitchen, and running away. Unlatched it, like a wave of cats came running across, just because they were all thirsty. And it was just like, oh gosh, it's so overwhelmingly annoying. We have 2 cats in our house right now. Well, Aries is mostly an inside cat. Ginger is mostly an outside cat who comes inside and lays around and licks herself every once in a while. But she goes outside most of the time. That's not bad. I'm not really a cat person, but I'm not really a dog person. But I can take either one in small doses, and this is fine. And I like it whenever we just have a pet around. I like having Jake around because he likes to sit on my lap, and he likes to Gosh, he gets up in our face. You've seen that. He gets up in our face. He likes to cuddle. It's crazy. He's got bad breath. Bad breath. Stinky breath. But I love him. I mean, he's my buddy. Okay, but the point of this little ramble was to say that I'm going to write a book about pets. I've got a lot of stories about pets I want to tell. And here's a few of the stories I've told you. A few of the stories just now. Over time, I'll probably vlog a lot of the stories because that's just my way. But reading the book, you would still get something different than the talking. Just like any of my ebooks, if I read them or I vlog them, some of the things in them, the book still it's like compare a book to a movie. Book's a lot different from the movie. Well, that's what's going to happen with the vlogs. The vlogs are going to end up being a lot different from the book. I don't know what the point was, but it had a point. I'm not a people person. People, I always mess up this quote from Men in Black. People are stupid and confused, and I don't know. Kay says something to Jay before Jay actually joins the Men in Black. But a person is smart, but people are crazy and dumb, and the point he was making was how when in a group, humans, mob mentality takes over, and they start following the crowd, and they don't make choices. And now, as an individual, the person might be good. So I like persons. I'm a person. I'm more of a one-on-one. Large groups tend to drive me a little bit crazy. But I, you gotta smile and nod. You gotta smile and nod. Because it takes all types. Takes all types.